Have you still painted a bunch?
What?
Have you been
Yeah, I
painting?
have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God, this is
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm able to paint. It's it's been a gift. I feel like so many people, I don't know. It's like they say it's a mental thing, but I felt if I had a traditional 9 to 5, I don't think I would have that drive that I have. Like I'm so grateful to have these people that I'm painting, and every time I see their faces, I'm reminded of being able to do hard things.
Yeah. And then also the flexibility that you have,
Yes.
like that
Yes.
is perfect. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm able to, take days when I need days, come in and like just be a mess because I'm here by myself. Doesn't matter what I look like. I can.
Do you always work here?
Yeah, on the oils. I do have a sketchbook that I do planning, so that's helpful if I'm not able to get here. I can do it that way. Okay, let's see. We refresh. I have a sketchbook. Okay, here we are. It's such a weird thing to be like seeing ourselves. Okay, so I'm gonna send email. We are here working in pencil to start, and with donations, we're able to access more colors. So we have 120 so far, and we need $200 to use our first color.
Okay.
So we're only $80 away from our first color. But we're gonna start with pencil. Yeah. Make sure I get the link here. Multitasking. And let's see. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Is it sure? Is it like live the whole time? How does it work?
Yeah, we're kind of live the whole
Oh,
time.
it's so fun.
Yeah, so it's on live on YouTube and then embedded on the actual giving page. So see it's here, but if someone pushes play, then it shows the live.
Cool.
Which is right now it's just the front view, but I'm gonna add the top down view also.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm gonna save this as a JPEG. So Amy is painting oyster shells, right?
Yeah, oysters and
Awesome.
mussels.
Oysters and mussels. Love it. I have to take a new picture of the oysters.
It's a pencil and eraser combo. Right?
Yes, we are allowed to use erasers. Thank goodness. And mixing is allowed.
Okay.
So if you have a red and a green, you could also have brown in theory.
Okay.
Do you know which 5 colors you want in advance?
No.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So
So just probably sort of light to dark.
cool. That's a good way to do it.
And I have so many
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll count this as a
Starters,
color.
right?
This is a color.
I love it.
When is your next show?
So, January 11th, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a solo show by an artist named Becca Tierlink, and she's in Somerville. Really beautiful work. Portraits, kind of in like meditative spaces and like universe, and, you know, outward and inward, just really beautiful. Let's see, can I just add an image here or no? All right, I'm just gonna send with text. Sorry, my multitasking is hard. Here we go. Okay. So I think I'm gonna share a video too. I did this last time. I don't know if you've seen this before. The stability of life to find himself.
Find happiness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So if anyone's on, we've got Amy and myself here for Midday Makers, and I'm gonna get a top-down camera. We have access to a pencil right now, but we would love another color too. So the way this works, Giving Tuesday, we are asking for donations in order to add color to our live painting. And I'm gonna add on that top-down view. And let's see, share. Bear with me while I share an extra screen. All right, so we get top down. So I just have some pencils so far. And Amy's starting out with the pencil as well. And she's going to be doing these really beautiful oyster shells. I read that. Let's see if I can get this back. There we go. I always get confused which way to turn it. Oh, and then I messed it up. Like the cord is a little sensitive. Switch camera. There we go.
Thanks for doing this, Danielle. It was such a good idea.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for participating.
So happy I could.
Me too.
As soon as I got past your gorgeous organized document,
I
past my overwhelm by how amazingly
I always struggle with too much info or not enough. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put all the things down, and then
I feel like
it does look a little chaotic.
You need it. It's not chaotic. That's not. It's beautiful. I think you need like a sign-up document for type A people and type B people.
Oh my god, you're right.
Which do you prefer? Are you gonna be
Choose your
overwhelmed?
journey.
Choose your adventure.
Oh my god, I love it.
Are you gonna be overwhelmed by knowing so much about this event? Or are you gonna feel better if you know every possible
Because
thing?
there are people that want to know the granular.
Totally.
And then other people that are like, just show me when to, tell me when to show up.
That's me. That's me.
So funny.
But I think I have gotten better at being like, this is what's going on in my head. Is there still space for me?
Right. And there it is.
Yes. I really appreciate it. I think the other thing is when you work for yourself for a certain amount of time and you're naturally that way, you become even more.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
For better, for worse.
Right. Most is better.
Yeah, mostly. I think it's more true to yourself.
And your working for yourself journey is still fairly new, right? When did you?
It ebbs and flows. I taught in schools for 6 years. And then during the pandemic sort of found an exit ramp out of schools and took it and taught private lessons and summer camps, things like that. But then we ended up moving to Dover, which was great in so many ways, but ended up being sort of like, it was harder to, it was just a community that I didn't have as many connections or like inroads into families bringing their kids for after school lessons. And then also we're working on a 200-year-old house, so it's not like I have the time to really try to hustle.
I forgot that pass.
Yeah. So sort of been slowly building back my weeks and my time to be doing creative things, but it's always changing what I sort of seasonally what I end up doing to make, to cobble together sort of an art career. But I like it that way.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Pretty free form. And then I'm also teaching once a week at a school, which is really nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's nice to have that combination. Yeah. Stability and the spontaneity.
Exactly. The structure.
Mm-hmm.
I really love it. I think last winter I didn't have any of that structure.
Mm-hmm.
And it was such a struggle.
Yeah, going from really structured to not at all can be, like, you think it's gonna be this awesome thing, and then you're like lost at sea.
Yeah. And the shine wears off if you don't have enough sort of interaction with people day to day, and
For sure.
with sort of living in a construction zone.
Yes.
That took
Let's
a toll
do it.
too.
Oh my god, yes.
So we're happy because we've pretty much been nonstop working on the house for the last year. It's at a stage that we can actually enjoy some parts of it, most of it now.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's a big relief.
It's I'm sure a big shift.
Yeah, it is. For a while, we only really had 2 rooms that were livable.
Oh wow.
And it had been loved, like the house has been really loved, but it hadn't been touched since probably the 50s.
Wow.
Because the people who lived there before lived there for over 70 years.
Wow.
So it was like 70 years, yeah. Yep, same family, same couple. There's only been, I think, 4 owners, maybe we're like the 5th owner and it was built in 1823.
Wow, so it's been loved.
It's been loved and like lived in and
Stories.
so many, and you can see, like, I love that you can see the way some of the thresholds are worn down from like just people stepping over and over and over again. Yeah, it's really special.
Are there any marks on the walls for like heights?
No, not that we found, yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But yesterday I posted about it, you might have seen it, but I found a cufflink.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's like a little gap in a floorboard next
my
to
God.
a doorway, and I actually did just like straight up just take the shop vac to it, and it could have been lost forever, but it didn't get sucked up because it was heavy enough.
Wow.
And so when all the dust was gone, I saw a glint, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my phone out to show this to people because it's such a satisfying like little pull. And because it was like the part of the cufflink that you stick into the buttonhole, I thought it was like a nail file,
Oh, yeah.
just the way the end was shaped. So when I pulled it out and it had like this gorgeous star, like sun kind of motif on it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a fun little
That's so
discovery. There aren't many things in the house that are like that, but we're waiting for treasure. Like,
Yeah.
we did find a
But
gold
you're
ring.
keeping your eyes open for that.
Yeah, definitely. We
Not
found
everybody thinks to do that.
no, and we've taken some walls down, and I was really hoping that we'd find like a note or something. Treasure, of course.
Right.
But we didn't, at least the walls we've taken down so far. And so when we were putting the walls back together and like insulating really well, I wrote a note to like the next people who might find it and with a $20 bill, just
cool.
so that's on the wall of our bedroom, because I was like, we were kind of bummed that we haven't found anything.
For the next people.
Yeah, for the next people.
You painted it forward.
Yeah,
I love it.
hopefully it's a long time before our work gets
Right.
undone.
Right. Instagram live on live.
So many levels of life.
Levels. Levels of what? Okay. Hey there, Instagram. Amy and I are working on our portraits, and right now we only have access to pencil. I shouldn't say portraits, I mean we're working on pieces. Although maybe I'm personifying my bird.
Yeah,
maybe-
portraits of oysters. They deserve a spotlight like that.
We're personifying our oyster and bluebird here. But we can only work in pencil until we get donations to access a color. So if you're thinking about helping out on Giving Tuesday, it's a day that people like to think about the nonprofits that could really use some extra help. And here we're supporting the Aplomb Project, which is an organization that helps support trauma survivors with the healing power of art. It all started here with my cousin. This is a portrait I did of her in 2021 when she courageously opened up to me about childhood incest that she experienced. And although it was really overwhelming to hear what she had been through, she finally opened up and got the support that she needed from me and from family. And I asked if I could paint her almost as a favor so that I could work through the emotions I was going through having learned this, but also that I could focus on the strength that I saw, the change that appeared visually. She cut her hair short, she was standing taller, you can see it in her eyes that there's this acceptance and the resilience of, yes, I've been through something very hard, but I'm still here. And the knowing herself and just opening up to allow for support. So many people think they need to go it alone, especially childhood abuse in particular. There's shame and blame mixed up in a lot of cases of abuse in general. There's shame and blame. So here at the Aplomb Project, we try to put that aside and say, A, you're not alone. B, we believe you. And C, let's come together and find a safe space where we can be creative together. And it's really been so beautiful how it's grown beyond. I started with portraits and I still do portraits, but it's become so much more than that too. People finding that together, we can do a lot more, we can get through hard things. And that the journey is ongoing. So as far as the portraits go, it's very important to me that they always end up with their painting on their wall, because that's where it belongs as a reminder of their strengths. Because although the portraits are inspirational to other people when we share them, they're really meant to inspire that person that I painted too, because who better to show them that they can get through something, because they've done it before. So when challenges come up again, hopefully they can look to that. And I'm lucky I've been able to hear from those who have had that experience. They have their portraits. This is the third year of portraits. This past June was the third exhibition. And so people have their portraits up on their walls, and they're getting that feeling of like waking up and seeing themselves and knowing they can get through the day. So that is everything to me, but then also that surprise of having this beautiful community arise as well. And there's unfortunately, when trauma arises, there's often an isolation factor. So really community becomes so important, and just knowing that there are people that understand you. So I'm so grateful for everybody that's been able to help. If you haven't made a donation yet, there's a link in the bio. And Amy and I are drawing in pencil until we get a color. So you're actually gonna see our live artwork access more color if we get donations. So thank you all, and again, we'll be here live. We've got it live on YouTube and live on that Give Butter link. So if you're in my profile, it's that first link, and you'll see us continue to work and hopefully get some color over here. Thanks so much for your support.
Thank you. So great.
Hey, who's coming over?
What music? do you usually listen to when you're painting? What gets you in the spirit?
So when I'm painting my people, I have them
yeah.
giving their playlists.
Yes. I love that.
But I do like, this relaxing flute or classical. What about you?
That's a good question. I guess it depends on the mood. But I've been listening to a lot of Matthew Rogers at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it just depends on
The mood.
what spirit I'm in. So are you borrowing that painting at the moment? Does that usually look like that?
So she is waiting for it to go to her home when she gets to a new home. So she kind of set that as like her goal.
That's great.
Yeah, so she's renting right now and she's like that and granite countertops were her like,
Oh.
now I'm there. Everybody's get their like goals and vision boards, and so that's where she's at with that, but she
That's
also
awesome.
is happy to have it like here for a motivator for me.
That's
And right now, all the there are 5 portraits from June that are up in New Hampton, New Hampshire, in a show up there called Inspired Portraits, and the curator reached out to me and she put together with 3 other artists and myself beautiful show, so I asked everybody, can I borrow them a little bit longer?
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Because it is so important for it to be theirs ultimately, but like to spread the good word a little bit more is a really beautiful thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. All right, I'm gonna refresh, see if we get something.
Come on, I need a blue.
Yeah, we need some color here. Let's see. All right. Amy's looking for blue. Let's see. Okay. 170. Oh, Marianne, is that your mom?
That's my mom.
All
Thanks, Mom.
Awesome. Okay. We have 170. Who's gonna donate 30 so we can get our first color? Let's see. Who's gonna do it? Let's refresh it. We're 25% of our goal. And you know what? I think we got an offline one. Let me check. Actually,
Did we get a color yet?
yes.
Yay!
It's coming from me. I've been wanting to do one, so now's the time. I just have to find the right payment method. actually. I'm gonna pay with cash. And save the fees. Woohoo! Oh, and we get Dave. Dave made $100.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Woohoo! All right, so now we're at 300. Sweet. So we get our first color, and we're only $50 away from our second color.
Yay!
Let's go.
Okay,
Awesome.
blue. Thank you both.
Yes. Okay. And don't forget to eat something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And stretching, grounding.
Yeah. It is easy to get sort of mesmerized by.
It is. What was that?
What was that?
Maybe it's YouTube in the other room. Or I scare it.
How old is this building?
You should read it. Oh yeah, it's a commercial.
So to add a little color to the broadcast, did you see my post about what we found in the yard? What we found with the metal detector? It was in the spring.
No.
But because our house is so old, and like there wasn't like trash pickup back in the day, obviously. So people just like threw things
Yeah.
in their backyard. So we've had a lot of fun with a metal detector back there. And one day I had it out, it was actually right before a trip. And Cody had just turned over a whole bunch of the grass because we were gonna plant flowers.
Yeah.
But it had, annoyingly, like, I wasn't actually using the metal detector, I had it in my hand. But I saw a glint in the dirt, and it was a gold ring.
Ooh.
And I was so excited thinking like, oh, this is gonna be someone's like long lost wedding ring.
Yeah.
But I flipped it over, it was still very cool. It was from someone who was in the Marines, so it was like a special ring for the service member.
Oh, that's cool.
So I texted our neighbor who's the son-in-law of the owners that we bought the house from. And I asked him if his father-in-law was in the CDs, and he was like, yes. And I said, I have something, guys.
Whoa.
So I was able to return it to the family.
That's so special.
Yeah, it was really, really
Oh
cool.
my god.
Yeah.
I love that.
It just makes you want to tear out the whole yard now.
Right?
If you find treasure once, it's like, oh,
Right.
I just need to just till the whole backyard.
Okay, I'm gonna add my birch umber.
Oh, is that calligraphy? Oh my gosh, interesting.
Yeah, so I'm doing it a little different than the last one, but similar.
Yeah, what is the theme for you, the birds?
This is a bluebird,
Yeah.
so it represents hope, is what I found after looking it up, so it seemed appropriate.
That's great.
Yeah, I posted on Facebook and Instagram, like, what should I paint, a white owl or a bluebird? And people said bluebird.
Oh. Surprisingly, there's a lot of colors in shells, so I hope we get some more colors unlocked. But I should probably eat something.
Yeah. This will be good while I let it dry. I struggle with
What are the perks of using calligraphy ink? Or just paint?
It doesn't come up. So we're gonna be using gouache afterwards, and the ink stays a little bit better than if you're using like gouache for the base.
Oh.
It would pick up, and so the ink kind of stays. Watercolor can do the same, but there's just kind of a different.
I've never used gouache, and I'm very gouache curious.
Ooh, it's very fun.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
Well, adding weight. It has this like milky kind of quality to it that I enjoy. It's hard to explain. But also, I like the workability too, so.
I think of it as halfway between watercolor and acrylic. Is that accurate?
It is, yeah. I think I should have left it. It's so funny when that happens.
You what?
I feel like I should have left it with the whooshing and then but it's okay. It'll change as it dries. Yeah, so I do love it. So
I love a little salty, watery paint moment.
it'll probably go on after it dries. Just let it be. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, you stay. Yeah, even this one like looked pretty. Like I didn't like the background at first, but then
it's lovely.
Cool. So yeah, I decided to do two of the same, but yeah, different variations.
Yeah, perfect. Are you gonna do one tonight too?
Yeah, probably.
I love that.
Yeah, I think I'll do the flowers. So. Yeah. Two different bluebirds.
I love the magnolias.
Yeah, so pretty. And those little did she call these marigolds? That sounds too plain.
I don't know what these are.
It was something that surprised me.
Are they mums?
Mums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mums come in so many variations. Like it's not just the little mums that you put out on your front step. Yeah, she gets like really big ones sometimes. I'm like, how is that a mum? It's just like a totally different flower.
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
many varieties. What did you guys have for snacks this morning?
Muffins.
It's so nice. So nice of you to give us a little treat.
Yeah, I mean we're working hard, right?
Yeah.
What else did I do? Gonna eat. Oh, and check our goal. Great. I'll play a video too.
To the crowd.
Yeah.
Or for us.
Funny crowd. It is funny, I have no idea how many people are watching, but let's do. This was the year before.
two things I'd like to say about my portrait. One was choosing the goddess Artemis, and it's because as I was healing from the trauma, I realized I have a dissociative part that is of me, which was Artemis, and Artemis disliked body took all the crap, and Artemis was above all of that, and then my grandmother, who was Artemis, also told me, and I knew that she would do things to get me out of the way that fit in with her culture, which was very old and traditional. And she was always my support, my silent support, but my support. And when I told her, she said, I knew that he was doing something, but I didn't know it was that. And so as I started doing my artwork, botanical pounding and writing, I chose like an Artemis to be reborn in our way of this. And so going back to the body,
People just want to be seen.
something for you. Childhood traumatic stress increased the likelihood of hospitalization with a diagnosed autoimmune disease decades into adulthood. These findings are consistent with recent biological studies on the impact of early life stress and subsequent inflammatory responses. This was a study done by 4 people, 5 people, I think, cumulative childhood stress and autoimmune diseases in adults, Psychosom Medical Journal. And I have 7 autoimmune diseases, and it's a constant battle. And that's why I carry grace. My grace is my bow. And I felt like that from me, it's not the childhood trauma that I'm working on now. It's surviving and trying to thrive and finding my life day by day with this man at my side. Through the diseases that come at me, and knowing that it's never going to be gone, just like what happened to my psyche isn't gone. That doesn't affect me every day, but the physical part does. And my doctors at Mass General agree that the stress from what happened and any other stress for me is bad because it triggers more autoimmune issues. I think that's a really important thing to share.
It's been a long road. I joined the Navy when I was basically right out of high school. We did the delayed entry program. Once we got in, we had shared trauma as well from our childhood that we didn't really address. And when I got into the Navy, that also was brought with me. So that present reality was existing. And I just really wanted to make everybody in my family really proud. Because I do come from a very good family. So I did do the Navy, but I didn't have the internal boundaries to navigate safely. I didn't have that. So I was like, when people told me to do things, I listened and I did it. And so when the authority told me to do things, I listened and I did it. And I felt like I had to. It didn't feel like a choice at all for me. With therapy, with a lot of reflecting, with the help of my spirit team, my friends. Eventually, I was able to look back with kindness on what happened, and I had a different vision. And I could see that, when people are hurting, they hurt each other. And so it was a kind of a no-brainer to me that the probably offender, probably had some things in their history that caused them to think that they could have that authority that they didn't actually have over me, but they thought they did. And I thought that if they thought that they did, then that's true. No, it wasn't true. It was untrue. So I have forgiveness in my heart for that person to do that, that's for sure. That forgiveness is fully reciprocated. But it was really hard to get there. It wasn't easy. Actually really the only thing that was easy was I feel like, you mentioned the golden thread in yours, like that lifeline. I feel like having a lifeline, just knowing that but you have to be able to find it again. And you have to know how to find it. So it's like kind of going back into the internal temple and seeing where those boundaries are of safety and emotional needs, and are those getting met? Are those really getting met? Or do you have authority? Do you have sovereignty in your own reality? Or are you just doing what everybody else is telling you to do because you think that you have to? And if we're doing that, then we are probably being manipulated. And it was really a hard lesson for me to learn. And it's still being learned and integrated. And we're just going slow now. And, we have that disability a little bit, but still strong. So thank you, Danielle, for helping me process this and transmute it fully to the light, because it's being seen and it's being healed, and we're all at the table together, truly, soulfully, and thank you for doing this. Helping me. And then also giving me a community to step into.
We stay in touch. Because
I bet you do. Oh my gosh.
I'm
What a love.
collecting all these beautiful humans, and I don't let them go. Yeah. All right, let's see. We're at 300. Gonna stop the screen share. Oysters are coming along. So what color are you looking for next, if we are to get a color?
I think I'll be ready for brown.
Brown, all right.
Yeah. Come on, I need brown.
We need brown. $50, 50, away from our next color. If you're watching, we could use your support.
What color are you going for next?
I would like white. So let's see. Refresh.
What color are you going for next?
There's like a little lag. All right. All right. I think we did have offline on Instagram. Let's see. I'll add it in. Because you know how Meta has its own like processing system. Let's see. It's a sandwich kit.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Yay!
Like seriously so good.
Yay! Oh,
Good job, Jennifer.
Thank you to Samantha, if she's watching. Donated $100 on Instagram. Thanks, Samantha.
Thank you.
She was from the first exhibition, one of the first that I painted, and she's out in Texas, and another absolutely beautiful human. She has helped pass and change laws. She spoke in front of the United Nations. And she's a mama and an absolute inspiration.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
she's a survivor, and she's just made sure that no one has to go through what she went through, which was she didn't have access to the right rape kit. yeah, so it was done incorrectly, and the people, when it happened, was in Indiana, and they didn't have the right people trained, and at the right times. And so she passed a law that everybody has to be trained 24 hours, at a hospital. I think if I'm getting that wrong, Samantha, please correct me. But it's such an inspirational thing, and that and many other changes that need to be made, and it's not partisan. Like they're able to get support. There's a group called Rise that's incredible. Rain has also done some incredible work, and yeah, it's amazing what people can do when they say nope.
Wow,
We need to make changes, and so
amazing.
yeah,
So glad that there are people doing this important work,
me too.
including you.
Ah, thank you. And so with that $100 from Samantha, we get our second color.
Yay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Big win.
All right, we're gonna do midday makers. 100. Continue from Samantha.
And we can mix colors, right? So we can.
Yes, that's right.
Could use a little red next.
Okay. Awesome.
How's your daughter?
She's great.
Yeah.
She's so much fun.
Aw. What's her name?
Heidi.
Heidi. So sweet.
Yeah, she is wonderful. Yeah, it was nice to have that extra time together during the break. And yeah, she's just
During my Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a joy.
Oh.
Yeah, and everything. Like 6 is an age where, she understands enough. And she's very compassionate, and able to, and wants to support me. I think at first I was trying to shield her from when I was feeling not good, and just trying to pretend like everything's fine.
Yeah. She wants to be a part of it.
But she feels more included when I'm like, you know what, I need to just be on the couch.
Yeah.
And she'll bring me over her favorite stuffed animal and a blanket. Yeah. So it warms my heart and makes me feel I can get through this.
Yeah, and you're doing a good job.
Yeah, she's incredible. She's had to deal with things that I've had to deal with things my trauma before I started this was that we lost one of our small dogs in a dog attack. Yeah, and right in front of her.
When was
It was in 2021. So it's in between my husband and I's birthdays, so we're only 3 days apart.
Like the same year? My husband and I are too.
Really?
Yeah.
What time of year?
March.
Oh, that's
He's
so
March
fun.
4th, I'm March 2nd.
Oh my gosh, I'm May 4th.
Oh my god.
And James is May 7th.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry though, so
Thank you.
that is so
it
dramatic.
was
Oh my
really,
God.
I tried so hard to get it off. It was a Staffordshire pit bull mix, so just came out of nowhere and it burst out of its collar. So my daughter was in her, she was 3, so she was in her push stroller, washing it all up, and so I think that has made her more like compassionate of a person. And for
Did it
me,
happen here, like around here?
yeah. For me, it was like I felt so like I was supposed to be the protector, and that I didn't protect him, and I know, I've done a lot of work
Yeah.
in my own therapy and knowing that that's not the case, but
No.
there were so many things that I was feeling in that moment, and I was feeling very lost in what even matters, just like kind of like the despair that I didn't know, I don't know. And so when we had already talked about doing this portrait, when we got to start working together, that was the time where I felt like I
Kind of pulled you out of all this.
yes, because it's pretty incredible how helping others helps you. And so I find myself in a similar position now, battling cancer and feeling grateful to be helping others. There's just something about that, because it's hard to focus on just feeling sad for yourself.
But we're just so like a part of each other, and if we lose track of that, it can be really lonely.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little
No,
it's
as a
really
dog
hard.
lover, like
Yeah, it's really hard to think that it was.
I probably won't even tell my husband that story when I get home because of how much it would impact him.
Oh yeah,
He just love
my
dogs.
baby was only a year old.
Really?
Yeah, we had just adopted him. It was during COVID, so it was hard to get adoptions. My husband flew out to California to adopt him. And
What was his name?
Buster. Yeah, he was the absolute sweetest.
What kind of dog was he?
A Havanese.
Oh
And my other dog is a Havanese. And I could have lost my other dog too. We were tethered to the same leash. And I am all about women can do anything, but I was grateful there was a male neighbor nearby who came over to pull it back because
It's a matter of strength.
it was 2 women that just couldn't do it prior to that. Yeah. Yeah.
So you-
because I love dogs too, and so it was weird to think of like being mad at a dog too. So I'm mostly mad at the owners because that's shouldn't have ever happened.
No, it's so hard because we always had dogs that we could just trust completely growing up, and our dog is like a sweet little baby but reactive.
What dog do you have?
He's a rescue mix, mostly black lab, but he gets really scared around other dogs, and then because he's so big and powerful, he can do damage. But he's been attacked by dogs. He was attacked by our neighbor's dog last year. But he's 80 pounds and this was a Jack Russell. So I was worried about what my dog could do in him, but it was so it was like a situation where thanks he was on a leash, but the other dog got was, but
Thanks, you.
yeah, but the other dog got off their leash.
Okay.
So it was scary, but it ended up being, it could have been a lot worse. So I think it's humbling to have like a dog who you can't be 100% around other dog, like
You
has
have
that
to be
reactive
aware.
side.
Yeah.
Because definitely like growing up, we were always the family at the dog park that was like, my dog's fine, like just let him run up to anyone, and
Yep.
obviously I've learned now that you can't do that. 'Cause
Right.
just because your dog is okay doesn't mean other dogs are.
Right, and it's only natural that a dog would react if it's being attacked.
Yeah.
Too.
Yes, we were at least like, okay, if something
Yeah.
happens, there's so much that flashes through your head in those moments. But yeah, at least Banksy wouldn't be at fault, but like it was very scary because we didn't know
Right.
how they'd come out on the other end.
Yeah, I've been to so many dog parks with Brody, who's also a Havanese, and he's 12 now. But he would play with bigger dogs and like have no problem. And this was such a different thing. Like they had warning barks and other, clues that there's aggression. But this was so out of nowhere. It was really an execution. It was just, that was what it was intending to do, and there was no opportunity for anything else. And that's the hard part of it is. But they did say, the vet said it probably wasn't painful.
Yeah, like that it was
quickly.
fast, yeah.
I took him to the vet thinking he was still bleeding,
Really?
because his eyes are open. And we just collapsed. And all the heart came out, and I told him that he was already gone.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm around my feet. I hope really nobody's watching. I'm like, this is.
Keep your pets on a leash.
Yeah.
You just don't know
I
if.
just.
Let this be a PSA
Yeah.
if anyone is listening.
Exactly, if they are, it's, I'm not, I mean, so many of my people share hard stories, so I'm
Oh yeah, this is a safe space
opposed
for
to
that.
sharing my hard story too.
No.
But it's, but it just put me in a place where it was like, yes, everybody's experiences are so different, but yeah, you said it earlier, like little T, big T, like
But we're all the
there's
same.
a real,
Like
there's a spectrum, and
Yeah.
we can all say we've experienced some
Yeah.
peace, and
Yeah.
if you can tap into that, it just makes you more of an empathetic person.
Yeah, and I think like no matter what your experience is, all of our needs are the same.
Mm-hmm.
And if the result, did we get it?
Let's check, what do we get? Oh, yes,
Yay!
we've got 2 donors.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you.
All right. Now, 1, 2. Yeah, we've got 2. So now we can do 3.
Awesome.
Yay, 3 colors. Okay. What's your 3rd color gonna be?
I think red.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I can make purple.
Love it.
And then if I get one more and I can do yellow, then I'll be set. I'm totally golden.
Okay, we heard that. We can some yellow
Yellow,
as well.
please.
Yeah, look at how many different glue. Yeah, don't forget to stretch and take breaks. And I have seltzer up there if you want.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did that one.
Okay,
Chopstick. It's just so dry.
good.
Oh my gosh.
I have tortilla chips too for them.
Oh,
And cookies.
yeah. Oh, I will have a cookie, yeah. I'm a need a sweet to finish a meal, girl. You want one?
I'm good for now.
Okay.
I'm working on my Zoom.
Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
Yeah, it was. We went down to Massachusetts, so not too far.
Who was down there for you?
Actually, both of our
Oh,
families
really?
are, yeah. So I grew up in Melrose,
Mm-hmm.
and my husband grew up in Stoneham.
My husband's from Reading.
Oh, cool. So we were in North Reading.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, my husband's sister.
Oh, that's so fun. Yeah. You're right next door.
Oh, that's
You could have carpooled.
right.
And then we go down there for lunch. It's actually really nice because his family does like a lunch, and then my family in Stratham does a dinner. So we get to do
Oh,
both.
awesome. Double air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bluebird is supposed to represent hope. My next color will be black. Pink.
So how will the auction work?
Oh yeah, so the auction starts tomorrow at noon, and it's an online auction, and so we'll be taking photos. And then I could hold on to it if you want me to fulfill, or you can add on to your, like you could give me what you think the value is, the starting price, and then if you wanna add a shipping cost. Or you could leave it here and I'll coordinate that.
Okay.
But yeah, totally optional, and it's, I know, it's like, you need to, I'm like, let me make sure this is good, or like, you know, whatever. Or if you're too attached to it,
No,
too, that's
no.
okay too, sometimes that happens.
No. I definitely had that in mind when I chose the fitting.
Awesome. Sweet. You're a big fan of the detail brushes, huh?
Yeah.
Looking pretty over
The
there.
little fit, the
Yeah,
little fit
the little
ones.
ones. Pretty over there.
I just need some yellow, and that'll be golden, if I can get green too.
Ooh,
That would be
yellow
great.
and green,
Yellow and
okay.
golden. But I would be totally happy with just yellow. Would you get a second dog then?
So we did.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's
she's a mix and she's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely love her. Her name's Eva. And when we adopted her, she's 4 months old, and it was a lot because we were like still kind of, I mean, especially me, I was very triggered by the other dogs and even the two of them being worried about them.
Yeah.
And so it was a lot, but she she is just absolutely beautiful. She's such a sweetheart, and
Is she a Havanese too?
she is a mix of a lot of things. They thought she was because
Really?
James and I are we need hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
But luckily she doesn't bother us. But she's like we did the DNA test, and she's a little bit of Chow Chow,
Yeah.
Pomeranian,
Fluffy.
Bull Terrier, she's a wiry, and then
Does she
like
end up looking like a
Maltese.
Havanese?
No, I'll show you a picture in a second.
Cody's mom has a Havanese, so I know.
Oh, okay.
They're a Havanese family, so I can picture what a Havanese should look like.
Right, okay. My daughter took this picture, it's actually really
Oh
funny.
my gosh, so scruffy.
Her ears, she's
So
really cute, look. And here are the two of them next to each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
Yeah, so she's like double his size, but he's the one in charge.
We had a really, actually the biggest takeaway from our Thanksgiving, it was such a big success because my brother just got a puppy.
Oh,
I love that it hits me.
Okay, you do like it,
No,
because I also have that.
I very deliberately notice and like try to enjoy it when
Oh,
the light
good.
hits my face.
Especially when we lose it like
Yes.
so soon these days.
Exactly.
I feel this.
Yeah, I don't want to rush to close the blinds or whatever.
Right.
But appreciate that the sun is shining and I can feel the warmth.
Mm-hmm.
My brother just got a puppy, and when I heard he was looking for a dog, I was like, please get a girl, please get a girl. He does better with girls. At least then there could be like a shot of them being friends. And they've met 3 times now, but this was the first time we had them off leash.
Oh, how did it go?
We just trained him over and over and over again that he would get a treat if he like booped her snoot with his snoot.
Oh my
And we did that, not exaggerating, like probably 50 times over the course of like several hours.
Yeah.
And by the end they were off leash.
Oh my god, it's so cute. I love that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was a big accomplishment. We were like, this is such a relief.
Yeah. Okay, so we actually have another 98 on Facebook.
Another 98?
On Facebook,
That's such a specific number.
I know. Okay, so we've got to thank Anthony Guardia and Kevin Lamson Smith because now we can access another color.
Thank you guys.
Yay! Awesome. Gonna add it in manually so we can make our count. Okay, one of them is 36 and 62. Yeah, it's random.
How are we doing on time?
Yeah, what time is it? What is time? 1:27.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a half hour.
Wow, it's gone by so fast.
Yeah. Let's see. To contacts. Mhm. Oh, cool. Thank you for the donation, Perry and Sue Engel.
Oh, those are my parents'
Oh,
friends. Thank
awesome.
you guys.
Says
So
keep
sweet.
up the inspiring work.
Oh.
Awesome. So let's see. 5.
That is so sweet.
Yeah. All right, so we get 5:16. No, 6:15.
Awesome.
So we need 650 for our next color.
Okay.
So we only need $35 for the next color.
I can survive, but I would love to unlock green. Please, I could do with some green.
Yeah.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
When people come out of their work to support. It's also like Dover's just such a great place to have this gallery. I feel like people are so supportive.
Yeah, Dover has really stepped up. Makes me very happy. I didn't know how it would be received. Like show up to chamber events and I'm talking about incest. It'd be so like the people are gonna run away from me, but nope, they are leaning into it and showing up.
It's great.
Alright. I'm so much multitasking.
I know. I get to just sit here and paint. You have to paint and do admin.
Right.
I'm loving having some coming back.
Yay.
So good.
It is the best. Yeah, I get really nice light in here.
Yeah, it's great light. But you paint back there. Does that get?
It also has
Does
really
it?
nice, I have frosted glass, which is really nice. So I have brightness, but not like too direct for my painting.
What?
Because I'm oil, so everything shines. You don't want too much shine.
What is on the docket for classes at the gallery?
Oh yeah, so I'm doing, let's see, luminescence. So doing source like lit up objects or spaces with
Mhm.
pastel.
Okay,
So that's a pastel one.
so kind of like extreme light.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it.
Glow, yeah. And then intro to oil pastels was something requested, and I've been putting it off, but I'm gonna do it.
When are you gonna do that?
That's in January too. And then we just did birds of a feather with mixed media, and there was a request to do another one. So we're gonna do more birds, and that one I'm gonna use, actually similar to this, like gouache and embellishment with probably ink.
Are birds one of your other favorites other
I
than?
do like to do birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is portraiture, like they
Yeah.
deserve to be called.
They
This
have
is
their own
portrait.
personality
Yeah.
sometimes, this one especially. She's a little lady, she feels like a lady. Let's see, where did her suit go? But if the light is bothering you with the drawing.
No, I
painting.
love it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take it for
You're
granted.
gonna
The
bring
fact that
it
we have
on.
nice light right now. Nice warm winter light.
Yes.
I won't complain.
Yeah.
Do you have any tips for nighttime? I just go to sleep. Like I just go to bed early.
Yeah, we do go to bed earlier. Just like getting into the sun whenever you can.
Yeah.
Finding those moments, even if it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Bundling up and still getting out, which is easier said than done.
Yeah.
But yeah, my friend and I have on our calendar like every other week to go for a walk.
Yeah.
And stuff like that is so critical.
Yeah.
Because you still get the vitamin D.
You only need 10 minutes.
Yeah. Do you have like a yard space or outdoor space?
Yeah, we have a yard. We mostly go for walks. Like
There's
just
so
in the
many
neighborhood.
nice
Yeah,
trails and stuff.
unfortunately, because Banksy's so like unpredictable or like
Yeah.
scaredy, he's just a scaredy boy really,
Yeah.
but it just makes, because he's so big, it makes it
Yeah.
scary that he's scared.
Of course.
So we just walk in our neighborhood, but we live on a cul-de-sac.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we didn't know it was a cul-de-sac when we bought the house, so it was like a very, it was, yeah, nice surprise. But it was just like the time when you put in an offer on a house practically sight unseen.
Wow.
Not literally, but like
Yeah.
just, no inspection and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So, no, we didn't know how nice our street was, but we really loved walking on it. And last night we were out and we saw, have you ever seen the Starlink satellites go by? I'm glad I knew what they were. I can't remember where I saw them last. Maybe we were in Bermuda, like as a family, because I think I remember my uncle being the one to point them out. But Danielle, they're so scary.
They look like UFOs.
Yeah, so they're in a row, so like picture up in the sky right now.
Yeah.
Dot, 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 dot,
Okay.
all moving across the sky
Yeah.
in perfect symmetry
Wow.
at the exact same speed.
Wow.
And then as we were watching, they all started to like peel off
Wow.
and go faint. And I was like,
That's
in the back of my
surreal.
head, it was like tickling a memory where I was like, I think it's Elon.
Oh my
I
god.
think it's Elon Musk or it's aliens, but I'm pretty sure it's Elon Musk.
That's so funny. One or the other.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild. I've yet to experience it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was so weird. But yeah, so we saw that last night.
Wow. That was fascinating.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm still on my. No, I guess I'm 4 and we can do.
You've been doing a lot of other extra
Oh
things.
my god.
Entertaining the masses.
The
and
masses. I love it.
Emailing.
Right. All the different platforms.
Yeah.
So everybody knows.
Take your time. I think we just got another donation.
Did we? Refreshed.
Oh yeah, Anna, thank you. $20 for more color, she said.
Thanks.
Thanks, Anna. All right. Yeah, let's add another color. Because some people are just donating to the general campaign, so our own number is a little off, but
Oh, really?
let's add one more. Yeah, because I can't do math on the phone, but we were waiting for just a small amount, so let's do it.
What's the general campaign versus?
Like the Paint-a-thon generally, and then there's 3 different teams.
Yeah. Okay.
So people got there from like just the website, like
Mm-hmm.
it might not have been a team specific. But we're the team of the moment.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
We'll take it. Yeah.
we'll take it. Do you ever use pastel?
Just with kids.
Oh,
And
cool.
like, so not in any real way, and I would be really curious about them. But it's oil pastel, not, is it oil or chalk?
Right now I'm using chalk, so
Oh.
it's chalk. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I think it would kind of throw me that you get so much of the texture of the paper.
Well, it depends on what paper you
Yeah.
use. You could use a smooth.
Yeah.
I'm using watercolor paper because
Mm.
I wanted to absorb the gouache.
Mhm.
But you can actually add water to it as well to make it smoother.
Yeah, there's an artist that I follow on Instagram who does waves.
Oh,
And oh my gosh, I mean, they're like photorealistic, they're
Yeah.
amazing. So beyond what I have the patience for. So I have like a lot of appreciation for them, but I haven't used them in any, I went to UNH and it was a very traditional painting program.
Okay.
That's why I was curious if yours was too, because it's like
Yeah.
the same school. But I think it's changed a little bit now, but I think there weren't as many opportunities for exploration.
Got it.
And like I had a great time, like I loved, and my professors were incredible. But I think there wasn't as many offerings of sort of more obscure, other than just painting.
Yeah, they were very encouraging to try things, and that's where I started trying the fabric. But it wasn't because anybody told me to. Just started doing it.
Yeah,
Because
oh, wow, you've been doing it that long?
Yeah, it was part of my thesis in 2007.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I was like, I like painting people, I like painting fabric.
Mm.
And then I did a deep dive into like what it means, what fashion means to us and individually, but also like how others put together, idea of who we are based on what we wear. So it's always been fascinating to me, which is why, like I said, I painted people on the streets. And then I would ask people to pose for me who had like interesting outfits. And then like one time my husband was working in finance and nobody ever wore ties, but he did one day. And he said everybody treated him differently. And he's like,
Again, a good way?
yeah, and he was like, it's just a tie. Like, what is
Wow.
And so I did a painting of him with the tie coming out. So I did a painting of him with the actual tie coming out of the painting.
Oh, cool.
I called it just a
Did you
tie.
sacrifice the tie?
I think I bought one.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's funny. What does he do? Does he work in finance now?
No.
No, okay.
He has
He
worked
started
a
his own
lot of
business?
different jobs, and including being a police officer.
Yeah.
This is very challenging time to be in. And now he's at a company in Dover called Vichet, and he's doing like winding and like micromagnet tech stuff.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is that like up his?
it's totally
street?
random, but he was really happy doing it. Like he was like experiencing a lot of stress. And so was I in the last job. So especially now it's in my health journey, it's been awesome to have him home. So he has a 6 a.m. to 2:30 shift. So he gets to pick Heidi up from school. And that's like mostly when my fatigue happens, I feel like, so to have him there, fantastic.
Yeah, how are you doing right now, tiredness wise?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, thank you for asking. This is my happy place, just
Yeah,
doing
this
the drawing,
Yeah,
and I'm not stressing.
not a heavy lift, yeah.
Like, I'm like, if we get stuff, cool. We don't, it's okay too. Hopefully, you're okay with that too.
Yeah, totally. It just feels good to do something for someone else on a Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you were on board to do this.
Yeah, thank you.
So, yeah. It's fun when we can actually be active on a day like this.
And we can hang out, not just at the chamber.
Right. Exactly. Are you going to a chamber?
No, I
Oh,
haven't.
yeah,
I mean, I also have taken sort of a step back from the things that I do as an individual business wise.
Right, yes,
as
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've been really happy to do that. I think, really, I want to hear more about that because I struggle with a little bit feeling like I've gone backwards, but like, as I say that out loud, like, it's so clear that I am in a much better headspace not being alone all the time or like not being sort of a one-woman show and like I'm cobbling together different things that I do for other people work-wise. And I think that suits me a lot better than going to the same place every day. And I think it suits me a lot better than being alone and having to self-motivate all day, every day, and and wear so many hats, so does that resonate for you? Like, what have you been, how has it been for you?
Yeah, so when I graduated with my BFA, I was like, oh, what now?
Mm-hmm.
So I did, I learned web design.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I also took graphic design at school, and so I, do logos, do website builds, really complex website builds. My brother is a very talented programmer, and so I would like bring over pizza and be like, I'm stuck
That's
on this,
awesome.
can you help me?
Oh, I love
And
brothers like that.
yeah, so it was fun and a great way to pay bills, and I still do keep my clients that I love.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had to say goodbye to some because of my health journey, and I don't wanna be feeling like I'm ready for a website to crash.
Yeah.
Or get hacked.
Yeah.
It's out of my control, and I don't know when that's gonna happen, so that has made a lot of sense for me in this health condition, but also so I can focus more on the town project.
Yeah.
And I've been able to retain that 100%
Mm-hmm.
throughout this journey.
Good.
And it's what makes me happy. It really is about finding what makes us happy.
Yeah, it really is. Really. We've been on a shoestring with all of our house projects and stuff, and like, I mean, you need
Design on a dime stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you need a certain amount to be comfortable, but then if you're forced to kind of get creative, I don't think that ever feels bad.
Right?
For me, at least,
Yeah.
because I
Sometimes you're helping the environment that way too.
What?
And helping the environment.
Yeah,
that way.
totally, yeah, absolutely.
We don't always need new things.
No. Love a good thrift,
Mm-hmm.
love a good dumb find.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, we find the crazy stuff at this shop and dump. Oh my gosh. Our KitchenAid mixer is from the dump.
Oh, awesome. Love it. Maybe there's only 10 minutes left. Are you looking for colors that you need?
I don't think so, yeah, I can totally make do. I feel like we got more colors than I was even hoping for. Yeah, people really came through.
Yeah.
How do you know Bridget? Did you reach out?
She was at the 100 Women.
Oh, yes, yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
That's how I first heard about you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is
Cool.
through Bridget, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was such an incredible.
I actually feel like I heard about you in from 3 different directions, right
That's
before we
cool.
met. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, I think there was a lot of buzz and excitement around
That's
what you're
awesome.
doing.
Yeah, it definitely felt like we were supposed to meet when we did.
Oh, so nice. Yeah, she's just lovely.
Yes, there's so many cool people.
I know.
It really is the best.
It really is.
Find people that get it and they wanna
Yeah.
be better people.
Yeah.
Being involved in their community and supporting women.
Yeah. It's really powerful. What are you using for a reference photo?
This little Bloomberg guy from, have you ever used Pexels?
No.
It's like a stock site that's free, amazingly, and they're not cheesy.
Yeah, okay, that's good to know. What is it
Yeah.
called?
Pexels.
Pexels.
Like pixels, but with an E.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are we doing on time?
We have 5 minutes.
Okay.
But we don't shut it down immediately.
I'm actually coming,
Like what you're doing.
yeah, I'm kind of,
You're coming.
Yeah.
Close. Awesome.
yeah, I am.
Let's see. Facebook Live. Hey, we are getting close to the end of the midday maker session. So if you haven't gotten a chance to, you could make a donation and see a little bit more color come to my bluebird. And we've got beautiful oyster shells over here by Amy. I love these references too. Where'd you get those oyster shells?
Restaurants.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. They actually surprisingly don't really bat an eye at you asking for your shells.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
and to go
that's so cool. I love that. So yeah, we've been painting live and donations help us access more colors. So, and this is all to support the Aplomb project. There is a link I will make sure is on my bio if it's not already, or on my profile page. Here's my little bluebird, which represents hope. And I'd like to add a little gold. And this is the last few minutes of this session, and hopefully we can get there. Thank you.
Gold. Where are you gonna put the gold?
So there's, if we look at the reference, there's like a little bit in the wings.
Oh, like some, oh yeah.
See that?
Yes. Yeah.
And right.
I love bluebirds. Bluebirds are the bird that, like in my family, people would be like, it's granny.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna add that. I think I didn't do as many as I was supposed to. I did. It's black, white, blue. Yeah, I think we were. Did you do 5 colors? Or did we do 4?
Blue, brown, red, yellow, green.
Yeah, okay. I forgot to do an extra colors. Just do it.
What time was the last session?
It's 7 to 9.
Oh my gosh. Are you gonna be able to like go home and relax a little bit?
Yeah, I think, there's a built-in break here.
Good.
That will help. Yeah, there were some people that couldn't do it till after work hours,
Mhm.
so I wanted to make sure there was an option. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah.
I've got to go home and this was a really nice break from working on the guest bedroom that we're almost done with, but now it's like the really tedious caulking like
Oh,
between the joints and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do
yeah.
it. It's so messy
Oh,
and
then you got a break from it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's-
I've done that before. Oh.
Did you work on your house? Did you?
So,
Where did you do that?
not so much mine, but, or not the current one, but when we lived in Somerville, Mass for a while, I watched way too much HGTV.
Oh, really?
And I thought that this was a grand idea to do a mosaic backsplash in my kitchen
Yeah.
out of broken wine bottles. And it took me like 6 months. It was insane.
Was it cool though?
It was cool, but like once I started, it was like you're in it. Like that's
It's
you
your
can't
whole
go
kitchen.
back.
Yeah.
It was the whole thing, and I like was cutting myself.
Oh my gosh.
Just I would listen to audiobooks and just like get through it. I'm like, what am I doing? Like after a long day of working. I'd be like, okay, time to keep going here.
Time to go slice up my hands.
Right. But it was cool, and I do think it helped.
probably sell our place.
Oh, yeah. That's
Because it was
good.
a really old looking kitchen, and so we did a few DIY things that elevated it.
What colors did you use? Was there like a specific?
Yeah, it was like greens and yellows.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see.
Oh, it's two. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
For your donations. Yay. Alright, well, like that. Oh, you're upside down. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you
This will be
guys.
part of the auction.
Yay.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Happy
keep-
Giving Tuesday.
That's right. Keep an eye out tomorrow. Bye.